Hello friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I thought I'd share with you a quick flip through of my 10th and 11th week in my Hobonichi Cousin for 2022. If you're interested in seeing how my weekly spreads turned out, please stick around. Thanks everyone. Alright, let's get right into it. So of course I have my Hobonichi Cousin in my Archer and Olive A5 size cover that I received in a subscription box, probably sometime last year. And let's see, I have my Midori metal index clips here that I've absolutely been loving. I love that it clips right onto the very, very thin Tomoe river paper of the Hobonichi planners. So I've been absolutely loving them. I think they come in a set of 8. I will warn that for my weeks in March, I really have stuck to this green theme. So you'll notice that both the 10th and the 11th week are very green. So I'm actually going to use my Hobonichi Weeks, as you can see it's also green, to prop up the left side here. It's just something I do like to do. It's a nice way for me to tie all of my planners together. Alright, so this is the 10th week in March, or 10th week in 2022, which is March 7th to the 13th. As you can see here, different from the previous weeks in my weekly spread of my Hobonichi Cousin, I actually decided to do away with my color-coded grid washi tape from Amazon that I had been using to cover up the days of the week up top. I thought I'd give it a shot to just kind of like leave it as is. One, it's less time consuming, and two, I was feeling like it was getting a little bit bulky up top for me to just keep adding stickers and washi tape in the same location. So I think it was for the first time in a very long time, I actually just did not do anything up there. It saved me a lot of time. And as I had mentioned in a previous video, I didn't love not having a designated space for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and tracking my meals up top. I actually like this the most. So I've adapted kind of like a hybrid this week where I place stickers down and realized that I actually didn't have or leave myself any space to track my meals up top, which was unfortunate. However, it worked out because honestly, for the days that I'm in class all day from like 7:30 in the morning, I leave the house maybe at like 6 o'clock, 6:30. I really don't have time to track my meals, and then by the time I get home, I kind of forget. So I did the best as I could to just kind of fill it in when I did remember, and kind of just work around the BLD missing here. Other than that, I used a lot of my Happy Planner stickers from that large 100 sticker sheet pack here. Oops, sorry. That I often bring up. I don't know if this is still available, but this was just, something I picked up when it was on sale, and I absolutely love this sticker book. It just has so many positive stickers of like really fun colors and things. So that's what I used here for the appointments that I had on Tuesday and Wednesday. I used the top here, which I've kind of wasted the space in the past. So I used this space up top to kind of track my mood as I progressed through the week. I was feeling hopeful, a little sad on Wednesday, and then finally relieved after I took my exam. So I think I was really stressed and depressed because of all the homework and deadlines that we had, just everything going on with work and things. I was feeling frustrated, and then finally I received one of my grades back and realized that much like my husband always tells me, is that I maybe freak out a little too much too often for no reason. So you would think that I would learn after a while, and my husband definitely prays that I do, but history says that I will not. So I used some more of those washi stickers that I purchased on Amazon. These were more like a home decor theme, and I really like this chair with the little kitty on it and the table. Because I was studying so much this week, I thought that this sticker sheet was relevant to all the studying I've been doing, the reading, coffee, of course, I love coffee, and then also the days that I called my friends to try to keep up with some of my long distance friendships. So that's what I have here. On the left side, I used as a shopping list for the Dollar Tree and Costco. Unfortunately, when I went to Costco, they were out of everything or did not carry in person anything that I was looking for. So that was kind of a dud, especially when I rarely have any time to go out to shop anymore these days. It was kind of sad. And then I never made my way to the Dollar Tree. I'm looking for one of those receipt books that has like a carbon copy for one of the clubs I'm helping to run at work, and also some glue bottles to share some of my paper glue with my friends, and then some more rub-on stickers. I'm excited to try some other designs that the Dollar Tree has to offer. Let's see, I also did a consolidated task list down here and then some chores on the right. A lot of the chores that I focused on this week was seed starting for my garden in 2022. Oh my goodness. I'm skipping years these days. So I have that here, and what I tried to do, and let's see if I have that right now, if I can find that. I wasn't planning on showing this. What I tried to do was to track the seedlings that I had started over here. So this is an example of on the top, I created like a color system. I can't remember where my key is, but basically I think it's in the front. I decided to use the index to reference back to these pages where I started. For example, on this day I started 5 different types of seedlings on this day, so I'm just soaking them and starting them in little containers and dishes and things so that I can transplant them into little trays. Some of them I think I will be direct sowing, so for now I think I'm done with that, but that's what I focused on the 10th week of 2022, not 2023. But yeah, so I just used the same method of kind of picking some of my favorite brush pens to play around with some of my handwriting and mark the things that I did. So for example, I did a pen swatch this day, which I actually have marked off here. So I think that's at the 8th. So I actually didn't do it on the 8th because I was trying to fill in some pages that I missed in February, but this was actually done on the 8th. And basically I grabbed all of my green brush pens from my collection and some of my Zig Clean Color dot markers as well to do a pen swatch to prepare for March. And the idea was to use less of my grid washi tape here and more of my pens to mark March. To kind of reduce some of the bulk of my planners. So actually, I have it hidden here. I don't want to lose my page, but that's what I have here. And then I actually have my Hobonichi weeks that I can show you here exactly what I was talking about. So instead of using, for example, the washi tape like I had in the past in basically all of my spreads, my weekly spreads and my Hobonichi weeks, I decided this month to try to write things out and color it in with my brush pen to once again reduce the bulk. So that's what I have here. And then also you'll see that same method on my dailies. Let's see, I wasn't prepared to share these. But for example, on the 15th and 16th of March, that are kind of still in progress, and then 17th and 18th, which are more complete, instead of like covering it with washi tape here to reduce the bulk in this portion of my Hobonichi planner, I decided to just play around with my brush pens and I guess practice my handwriting and calligraphy. Right, so that pretty much wraps up the 10th week of 2022, and I guess we'll move right into the following week, the 11th week. So this one I actually just set up, so that means most of the week had passed. A lot of that has to do with the fact that we just recently started transitioning back into the office. So I am now working 3 days a week in the office and also trying to balance school and things that you guys already have heard so much about. So I actually set this up on Friday, which was good and bad. It helps me to plan a little bit better and make the spreads a little bit more cohesive. As you can see here, I really took advantage of the pen swatch page for all of my green pens. And so what I did was I took I guess some stickers from this Happy Planner sticker book. It's really old. It's the encouragement one, and I would open it and flip through, but as you can see, a lot of the sheets are kind of just like falling out, so it'll probably just come apart. So I wanted to switch it up and switch books, so I used those stickers. So that would be this guy here, here, the feeling for mood, the small victory sticker, and you are enough, and the relax sticker here, quiet time, etc. And I tried to pull inspiration from these stickers and then translate that to the brush pens that I had using that pen swatch page, as well as 1 or 2 of my washi stickers that I picked up off Amazon. And I had those lined up here to kind of just show you guys. So this is one of the ones that I used. As you can see, this was the sticker here. And these as well. I think these I used on the daily pages for like a jungle theme and the monstera leaves. But yeah, so I just pretty much pulled 1 or 2 of those and put them here, see what matched and what didn't and what went with the theme. So for example, on Saturday I will be taking an exam, so I put the sticker here because it says good luck. And I've been really inspired and excited for my garden and plants and things, because I have a lot of plants at home as well, and I'm hoping to, now that we're going back into the office, to decorate my office with some live plants, but definitely maybe even some fake plants, since those are lower maintenance. So I'm kind of thinking about that. I'm also trying to redo my home office as well, as you've heard before in the past. So it's kind of overwhelming, but I think it'll be worth it. I'll be spending so much time in my physical office, like on site, as well as my office at home. So I think this is the best time to, you know, really invest in all of that. So if you have any ideas about maybe what I should on a budget friendly, I guess, if there's anything you guys would recommend on a budget, that'd be great. And if you guys have any insight on some faux plants and things that I should look into as well for work. So this week, once again, I put stickers down and realized that I didn't leave space for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which was fine because I actually forgot what I ate these days anyway. And as you can see, I forgot for breakfast on Monday because I set this up on Friday. Like I had to ask my husband about lunch and dinner. And then, so these pens, I tried to pull them so that I can go through the pens that I used. So anything in this black, like calligraphy type or bold font would be my Tombow, I didn't pull these, this pen here, the Tombow Fudenosuke, I'm sorry, I'm probably not saying that right, brush pen in the hard tip. And then I also have the soft tip, which I absolutely love. In the beginning, I didn't have enough control, and to be honest, I'm not an expert at it now even, but I feel like I can handle it a little bit better to be able to use the soft tip, and I like kind of the difference in effect that those 2 different pens have. Over here I also have some of my Archer and Olive calligraph pens. So these, I believe, are the colors, sorry, that I used here. So I kind of combined them from different sets that I've purchased. Once again, just pulling the greens and the ones that I thought that matched, like the eucalyptus and some of these washi stickers. So for example, this is the jungle green that just came from the March 2022 Archer and Olive subscription box. This one I used over here for accounting, ran out of space. I knew that would happen in this font here. So I just used a fine tip for that. I'll set that aside. Over here, I have the moss green. I'm trying to think, I think this is in moss green. Here as well, and then probably down here. However, don't quote me on that because I also have olive here, and I don't know which one's olive. I always get confused between olive and moss green. They're pretty close, but they're both on here. And then I also have a couple, or maybe they're not both on here, I'm not sure. But I also have a couple Tombow dual brush pens, which I absolutely love as well. I have 126 and 192 here. I believe the 192 is this. Wow, you know, when I was preparing for this video, I thought I had it all together, but I think I mixed up my Hobonichi weeks and my Hobonichi Cousin, so I apologize for that. But one that I do know is accurate is this Zig Clean Color dot marker, and this color is called Kiwi. That's what I used here for these dots, and then also the YouTube ideas. However, I made a boo-boo here because I guess one of the sticker pieces that I cut off kind of like landed on it, so I had to scrape it up and I smudged all the ink. So sad. But yeah, so I still have to fill out Saturday and Sunday here, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how the spread was looking. I'm playing around with like this sideways font just to mix it up a bit and also work around the stickers that I placed down. And as you can see here, although I was very busy this week, I guess in general, so I didn't have time to journal and set this up when I should have. I did take the opportunity at the end of the week to kind kind of coordinate that and reflect on my week, celebrate the small victories here, and as little as surviving the first week back in person, setting goals to attend the Go Wild conference next year. I just realized that I missed that. That would have been really nice to have attended that for the very first time, but hopefully in 2023 I can attend that, and this is a good opportunity for me to, I guess, start budgeting for that and saving to see if I can fit that into my budget for the following year. I took the opportunity to kind of journal about how, you know, while we're going back into the office and I feel like I haven't been very productive, and things have kind of just been, I've kind of just been skating by, that I shouldn't, I guess, be upset about it, that I am actually enough, because I think sometimes I forget that, and to just be happy where I am today and with what I've accomplished. But yeah, so I just journaled a little about that. I talked a little bit about some of my YouTube video ideas that I have kind of just floating around, haven't worked on yet. Actually, what I don't have what I don't have on this list is my like pre-redecorating studio tour. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. I'm kind of thinking about ditching it, but it's already kind of on the system, so I'm not really sure why I would ditch it at this point. But yeah, if you guys are interested, I'll definitely work on that video as well. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, I would really appreciate it if you guys gave this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, I would really appreciate that as well. Thank you so much for taking the time, and until next time, bye everyone.